Hello everyone, my name is Sinazo Nindi and I am a property enthusiast. So if any of you knows about me, they will know that I am a property developer. I am involved in student accommodation. I'm involved in um, student accommodation and management, and I am a consultant and an aspiring coach in the property business. So today's video is basically for those people who want to start out in property. People always make property this intimidating concept to say, okay, you need to be earning a lot of money, um, you need to be intelligent to start out in property, you need to have a lot of money to start out in property. All of those things are not true, guys. Yes, it is important to invest in your education, invest in a mentor, invest in podcasts, invest in seminars, read books, shadow people, all of those things. You just need to get your basic knowledge into the property, because it is important when you get into the industry to know some of the concepts that they use and some of the jargons, all of those things that they use in the property industry. But you do not need to earn a lot of money. Actually, you don't need to earn any money at all. I will explain that in another video, but this one for today is for those people who are starting out. Someone who says, I am employed or I am self-employed and I need to start out in property. What do I need to do? First of all, for you to start out in property, you don't need a lot of money, like I just said. And the Department of Human Settlements actually came up with this initiative to help out those people who when you're in the middle class, you're classified as you can afford, but you don't really afford, so you don't qualify for a lot of things. You don't qualify for RDB houses, you don't qualify for a lot of grants. So the Department of Human Settlements came to say, okay, we are here to bridge the gap. If you earn between 3,501 rands to 22,000 rands gross every month, you are able to qualify for a subsidy. So this subsidy is by the Department of Human Settlements, right? It pays for your bond registrations, pays for your, it can even give you money to purchase a property wholly, because now it is not finance backed like it was a few years ago. So you're able to get the money to go and purchase land, you're able to get the money to go and build yourself a house, depending on how much you earn. So there's a scale that they use depending on how much you earn. So with this subsidy, you're able to start out in purchasing a house for yourself. So most people usually pay for deposits, they pay for the conveyancers, they pay for bond registrations, all those costs that are associated with buying a property. So the next thing you can do, if you're fully employed, you can take your pay slip, you can take your bank statements, and then you submit it at the bank, and then they score you to see how much home loan you qualify for. They also check your credit score, obviously, and then with the amount of home loan that you qualify for, you are able to purchase yourself a house. So what is advisable, what I always advise people is that when you qualify for a home loan, look for a place where you are able to get tenants. Look for an apartment where you are able to put in tenants, and those tenants will be able to pay your bond for you every month. So get yourself a 2-bedroom apartment, get yourself a 3-bedroom apartment, even a 1-bedroom apartment. That money from rental, you pay towards your bond. So with you, there's nothing that you pay from your pocket. And then what I like the most with this strategy, there's something that they call house hacking. So let's say you got yourself a 2-bedroom apartment or a 3-bedroom apartment. You can actually stay in one of the bedrooms, and then the other bedrooms you rent them out. With that rental, you pay your bond, you pay your rates, you pay your taxes, you pay the municipality and everything. So you as the owner, you're essentially staying for free in that apartment. You're staying for free, they pay your bond every month, hassle free. You don't pop out anything from your property. So that is one of the biggest hacks. That is one of the things that can accelerate your growth in the property business. But most of people are not comfortable with that strategy, but I like it for myself. I always advise people to do that. Be uncomfortable for the first 5 years while you're trying to build the property portfolio for yourself. When you are done with that, when you're done with getting your first property, you can actually qualify for a second property within a few months. I'm not joking when I say within a few months you're able to qualify for another property. How is that possible? Sinazo, people always ask me, and I tell them, listen, if you bought your property for 300,000 rands, and then the market grows in value, the neighborhood that you're in grows and appreciates in value, your house also appreciates in value. You bought your property for 300,000 rands, and then within a few months time it is worth now 450,000 rands. So that 150,000 rands is equity that you can get from the bank. You can go to your bank and say, okay, I would like to refinance. My property has appreciated in value. Oh, I've fixed up my property. Now my property is worth more than what I bought it for initially. So you're able to get that money out to go and start another business. Go and use it for another deposit for another property. You can take that money to go and pay school fees. That is what rich people do. They use equity. They use money from the bank to be able to finance their dreams, their goals. They're able to pay up cars. They're able to pay school fees. They're able to renovate their homes. You see what I mean? And then most people will just take the money and go build rooms in the location, in the villages. You see all those things. With that money you can do absolutely anything you want. So if you are interested in learning more about property investments, I am running a special for this month of March for 200 rands on a one-on-one session. I'll be guiding you into the property space. If you are a new property investor, this is for you. If you're an existing property investor and you feel like you are stuck, you don't know how to grow from here, this is for you. So I will share my details in the comment section on how you can book your session with me, and then we can take it further. Otherwise, please like this video, please share it with your friends, please share it with your colleagues. A property is a must in our lifetime. Thank you.